Hey, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Welcome to the night version of me. How's everybody doing today? I hope that this evening version finds everybody doing well. I hope you had a nice past afternoon and morning. Hope that you got the things done that you wanted to get done. Going to talk to you a minute about making life simple, like at the dinner time table. Dinner does not have to be fancy. It does not have to be expensive. It does not always have to be out unless you want to sit out on your porch or in your backyard or al fresco somewhere that you could bring a sandwich with you. Let's talk about the glorious sandwich. I believe that sandwiches are one of the most underrated foods on planet Earth. One of my, I have actually a couple of favorite sandwiches. We'll get into that in a minute. But I want to also talk to you about salad time. The weather's getting warmer, the barometer is increasing, and this is the time of the year more people than less people start looking for things like crispy salads and stuff like that. Now, there are some people that enjoy a salad every single day of the year, morning, noon, and night. January, but maybe they live in warmer climates and it's fine. I really admire those people. That would not be me. I admit it. I prefer salads in the warmer months. But if there was ever a power outage, you're like, wait a minute, well, what does this have to do with anything? But if there was ever a power outage, you're craving some vegetable type thing, but you're not going to have a corn sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But you want to make something that resembles a sandwich. If you have like some sort of bread product or crackers, keep in your pantry. I really want to mention this because this will dress up your sandwich under normal conditions. And this is something that you could keep in your stockpile all the time. Get things like red roasted peppers, the kind that's in the jar that sits in its own delicious brine, or get things like artichoke hearts, or get other things like, olives, or whatever else you could come up with that's in that like similar fashion. One of my favorite sandwiches, and this requires no cooking, which of course benefits you if you're like want to have a nice, quick evening, something to eat, kick back, just do other things you have to do and not spend the whole night in the kitchen on that particular night or nights, and avoiding the temptation of going out to eat if you're trying to save money. Go to the deli section, get some good, this is my opinion, get some good quality deli cold cuts that you and your family enjoy. You could get enough for a couple of days. I'm talking about under normal conditions, obviously not when the power's out. And you can make yourself a beautiful, let's say like a chef salad type of sandwich. You can make a bunch of that. You can eat from that like for a couple of days. Get some of your good quality breads. This is where I like, good, better quality things. Like you could like really enjoy it. It's so sort of more like of a luxury type thing. And without even going too crazy on the bread budget, I've been enjoying things more often like pizza bread, PITA bread, things like flat bread. You can make easy meals, roll ups, quick pizzas, things of that nature, and just take advantage of like that, like salad feel. You know what I'm saying? I actually entered. I keep saying entered, but that's the way I do it. I actually added, hello, you're not on the computer. Well, you're kind of on a computer, but we're talking about food. All right. In a recipe. Great. So I added ADDED. I added like canned stewed tomatoes drained. I made a macaroni salad, a pasta salad, basically like with chopped up fresh green and red peppers, onions, and I just like added the drained tomatoes chopped. I didn't have fresh that day, but I was surprised. I used that canned tomatoes as a swap out in my elbow pasta salad, and I let that sit in the refrigerator and like marinate like all day long. Yum, it was actually quite good. So let's get back to the possibility of if, for whatever the reason, it could be a temporary power outage for, just a few hours, or it could be a couple of days. But sometimes you just like want to crave like that salad feel. By going for all the aforementioned things that are sitting in jars or cans that are in like a brine, you could put something that feels like that resembles more of like a veggie, kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So stuff of that nature. How many people have ever eaten beef jerky? Beef jerkies. I hear some people make their own. They dehydrate it and they do it on their own. Hey, that sounds like an interesting thing. But you know what? Looking back, something like that with some cheese, if you have like some cubed up cheese, for example, that you might have in your refrigerator, power goes out maybe for a few hours, and you want to take some of that leftover cheese out, cube that up, and put that with some, something like that, like beef jerky, and have some crackers and maybe something else on the side. Let me tell you one of my favorite heroes. Did you ever go to some event, or maybe perhaps you've purchased it on your own, one of those 6 foot hero type things? Okay, if I get those, if I'm having a party, which is a great thing to do, order that and like get the salad sides that go with it. What I like to do, I usually order, my favorite style is the Italian style. But if you want to replicate that taste, you could get like the Italian cold cuts and just like invest a couple of money. Listen to me. Hello, Janet, you definitely need coffee, but it has to be decaf because it's later in the day. A couple of dollars. Hello, Jan. And then like you can make your sandwich out of it. Like favorite things of mine would be like capicola or prosciutto de Parma and a little provolone, and just, but if you go for like, or like thin salami, some of that really really good salami. Oh my gosh, what you can do, and get the cold cut sliced thinly. But this is what makes your sandwich really stand out. If you put a little bit of oil and vinegar on the top of the bread, and add also some thin red roasted peppers, the one that's marinating in the jar. Mwah, perfecto. Really, really so good. That's just one of my favorite things to have. Everybody has their, your own unique taste. Now, if you're looking for a hot sandwich, very inexpensive. You could always take like do a scramble, an egg scramble, like a pepper and egg scramble. Very, very good. Pepper. Some people have it peppers, potato, eggs, and onion scramble, and they put it on their favorite bread. Do whatever it takes to make your meal not just easier, not just less time, but delicious, and make it a fun experience that you enjoy. Who says you cannot have a good quality meal that's on the cheap, that doesn't take forever, doesn't break the bank, and you get the rest of your evening to kick back? I like that idea. I'm sure you do too. Hey, why don't you let me know in the comments section below, what is your favorite kind of sandwich to make? I love to hear from you, and I love to hear your ideas, because some of the best ideas come from you. In the meantime, this has been Jam from New York City. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate whose time? Your time. Don't forget to come back every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern for the video version of me. Have a great night, everybody. Take good care.